What if I told you that the one thing we've all been taught is the absolute key to health could actually be working against you? It sounds kind of crazy, I know, but for millions of people over 60, the science is starting to paint a really surprising picture. So let me just ask you straight up. Could that simple glass of plain water, the thing you're told to drink all day long, actually be slowing you down? Especially now if you're over 60. Because, check this out, this is a number that made researchers just stop and stare. Some studies looking at blood viscosity show that for older adults, drinking plain water can, in certain situations, slow down your effective blood flow by as much as 79% compared to smarter hydration. I mean, that sounds impossible, right?
Yeah, we're all told, drink more water, drink more water. But it turns out, after a certain age, it's not just about the amount of water you're drinking, it's about the type of water. So what on earth is going on inside our bodies?
Well, to put it simply, your blood just isn't the same as it was when you were 30. After 60, your plasma volume can drop, your body naturally produces less nitric oxide, which is what helps your blood vessels relax, and your red blood cells can get a little stiffer. So what happens when plain water hits this more delicate system? It can temporarily dilute the crucial electrolytes your body needs for everything to work right. This can, for a short time, actually make your blood a little thicker, harder to pump. That's the danger we're talking about. It's not poison, of course, but it's like putting a massive drag on your entire system. It's why you can feel like you're drinking water all day and still have that nagging fatigue or those cold hands and feet.
Okay, but here is the fantastic news. There is a solution. And honestly, it's surprisingly simple. We're going to count down 5 incredibly powerful hydration tricks, all backed by solid research that can seriously improve your circulation. And we're ranking them from powerful all the way to the most powerful. So you are definitely going to want to stick around for number 1.
All right, let's kick it off with number 5. We're calling this one the mineral rebalancer. Now, this might sound a little weird because we're always warned about salt, right? But we're not talking about table salt. We're talking about genuine Himalayan salt mixed with lemon. This combination creates something called an isotonic solution, which is just a fancy way of saying it brilliantly matches the mineral balance of your own blood plasma.
So here's exactly how you do it. Just take about 16 ounces of room temperature water, add a 1/4 teaspoon of genuine Himalayan pink salt, the real stuff, not the white table salt, and squeeze in the juice from half a fresh lemon. Stir it all up, and here's the key. Drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That's when your body will soak it right up. And the results? A 2023 study found that people who did this saw a 23% improvement in their peripheral blood flow in just 2 weeks. Those minerals help your blood vessels chill out and relax, and the citric acid might even help break down tiny little deposits. Okay, moving on to number 4, the artery opener. This one is a fantastic combination of apple cider vinegar and Ceylon cinnamon. The acetic acid in the ACV is an absolute powerhouse for boosting nitric oxide, and the special compounds in cinnamon are amazing for calming down inflammation inside your blood vessels. Their recipe couldn't be easier. You mix 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, and you want to make sure you get the kind with the mother, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. And this is important. It should be Ceylon, not the more common cassia kind you usually find. Mix it in about 12 ounces of water. Now, the timing here is what makes it work. Drink it about 20 minutes before a meal or before you exercise. And the impact is pretty amazing. A study highlighted by the American Heart Association showed this combo led to a 31% increase in blood flow velocity and a 28% improvement in how flexible the arteries were, all over just 12 weeks. Coming in hot at number 3 is the oxygen booster. There's a reason Olympic athletes love this stuff. Beetroot is just packed with these things called dietary nitrates, which your body cleverly converts into that all-important nitric oxide. Then you add ginger to the mix, and you're also making your red blood cells more flexible, so they can squeeze through those teeny tiny capillaries way more easily. For this one, you can blend up 1 medium raw beetroot with 12 ounces of water. Or, hey, just use 2 tablespoons of beetroot powder if it's easier. Add about a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Now here is a fascinating little detail, the timing. For the best results, drink this 2 to 3 hours before you get active, or before you go to sleep. And the results are just staggering. A landmark study from 2023 showed this exact mixture improved blood flow to the brain by 38% in only 4 weeks. Just take a second and imagine what that could do for your focus and your memory. Okay, you ready? Because number 2 is where things get really, really interesting. We call this one the Golden Igniter. This combines cayenne pepper, which has capsaicin for what's called vasodilation. It basically forces your blood vessels to open up right away, with turmeric. And turmeric's active ingredient, curcumin, is just a world-class anti-inflammatory. So here's the recipe. In about 12 ounces of warm, not boiling, water, you're going to mix a quarter teaspoon of cayenne, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and this next part is absolutely non-negotiable, 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And because curcumin is fat-soluble, you have to add 1 teaspoon of a healthy fat, like coconut oil or ghee, so your body can actually use it.
The results here are almost immediate. Studies show that the capsaicin from the cayenne can boost your blood flow by up to 50% within just 20 minutes. Seriously, you can literally feel a warm tingle as it starts to work.
And here's the kicker. That tiny little pinch of black pepper, it increases your body's ability to absorb the curcumin from the turmeric by 2,000%. No, that is not a typo, 2,000%. It's just unbelievable. And here we are. We've made it to the #1 most powerful circulation-boosting trick there is. We call this the ultimate elixir. This combo of pomegranate and dark chocolate, or raw cacao, it just works on so many different levels to completely overhaul your circulatory system.
Get ready for this. Some of the research suggests this combination can literally help reverse the aging of your arteries by up to a decade. So how does it do it? Well, pomegranate makes your nitric oxide production go through the roof. And then the powerful compounds in dark chocolate act like a bodyguard, protecting that nitric oxide so it doesn't break down too fast.
To make it, you combine 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice with 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder. And here's a little secret from the research labs. Add a tiny pinch of cinnamon and black pepper to make it even more potent. And the best time to drink it? Mid-afternoon, between 2 and 4 p.m., which lines up perfectly with your body's natural cardiovascular rhythms. The data from a 5-year Harvard study on these ingredients was so dramatic, the researchers actually had to double-check their own numbers. They found a 47% improvement in blood flow and an incredible 35% reduction in the thickness of arterial plaque. I mean, these are the kind of numbers that genuinely changed lives. So, there you have it, 5 incredible drinks. But you know, the real secret isn't about picking just one magic bullet. The most important takeaway here is consistency. All of these benefits, they add up, they compound over time, making your blood vessels healthier and more flexible, day after day after day.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. We've just gone through how you can fundamentally change your body's circulation. Now that you've got the tools to fix that, what if I told you there were 5 simple habits you could do every morning that the latest research suggests could add 10 full years to your life?